Have you ever wondered why some people seem to wake up full of life, ready to conquer their day, proved, while others feel like they're dragging themselves out of bed even after a full night's sleep? What if the secret to feeling energized all day and sleeping soundly at night came down to just one simple morning activity? Today we'll explore how one small change in your morning routine can completely transform the way you feel, from sunrise to bedtime. This is not about fancy supplements, extreme workouts, or expensive gadgets. It's about reconnecting your body with something so natural, yet so powerful, that it can reset your energy, mood, and sleep cycles. Exposure to natural morning light. When you wake up and step outside for just a few minutes of sunlight exposure, you're doing something profound for your body. You're sending a direct signal to your brain that it's time to be awake, alert, and energized. Our bodies run on what's called a circadian rhythm, a 24-hour internal clock that tells us when to feel sleepy, hungry, and active. The key controller of this rhythm is light. When light hits your eyes in the morning, it tells your brain to release hormones that wake you up and prepare you for the day. It also starts a countdown timer for when you'll naturally feel sleepy later that night, about 14 to 16 hours after that first light exposure. In simple terms, your morning light exposure decides when your body will want to rest again. Imagine two people, Sarah and David. Sarah wakes up, grabs her phone, and spends her first 30 minutes scrolling in bed. The only light her eyes see is the bluish glow of her screen. Then she rushes to get ready and spends most of her morning indoors under artificial lights. David, on the other hand, wakes up and goes outside for 10 minutes. He sits on the balcony with his coffee or takes a short walk around his block. The sunlight reaches his eyes, and his brain instantly releases cortisol and dopamine, natural chemicals that boost focus and motivation. Later that night, Sarah struggles to fall asleep and wakes up feeling groggy, while David falls asleep faster and wakes up refreshed. The difference: that one morning activity, natural sunlight exposure. You might be thinking, is it really that powerful? Absolutely. Light is the strongest synchronizer of your circadian rhythm. When morning light enters your eyes, specific receptors called intrinsically photosensitive retinal ganglion cells send a message straight to the brain's master clock, the suprachiasmatic nucleus. This clock then signals your body to stop producing melatonin, the hormone that makes you sleepy, and to start boosting alertness hormones like cortisol. But don't worry. This isn't the stress, cortisol we often talk about negatively. This is your natural morning energy hormone. It's supposed to rise early in the day to help you feel awake and drop later so you can rest at night. Without that light signal, your body gets confused. Your energy feels flat, your focus is foggy, and you may find it hard to wind down in the evening. The beautiful thing about this is how easy it is to do. You don't need a gym, a scheduled change, or expensive supplements. All you need is a little time outside. Ideally, you should aim for about 10 to 15 minutes of sunlight within the first hour after waking. If it's a cloudy day, stay outside a bit longer, maybe 20 to 30 minutes, because even overcast skies provide strong enough light to do the job. You don't need to stare directly at the sun. Never do that. It's enough just to have natural light in your eyes. You can sip your tea, stretch, walk your dog, or simply sit quietly and breathe. It's one of the simplest and most powerful health habits you can build. Now, let's explore why this one morning activity affects not only your energy but also your mood and sleep quality. When your brain gets that early light signal, it starts a cascade of chemical reactions that last all day. You'll notice you feel more alert in the morning and more stable throughout the day. You're less likely to experience that mid-afternoon crash that sends you searching for coffee or sweets. Why? Because your hormones are better timed. Serotonin levels rise with morning light exposure, and serotonin is not just a happy chemical. It's also the building block for melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep. So when you get enough light in the morning, you're literally creating the raw materials for better sleep later. Here's an example many of us can relate to. Imagine a day when you sleep in, skip your morning routine, and spend most of your time indoors. That night, even if you're tired, you toss and turn. You check your phone, try to relax, but your mind feels restless. Compare that to a day when you wake up early, go outside for 10 minutes, and get some light and movement. That night, your body feels ready for rest around the same time, and you fall asleep faster. It's not magic, it's biology working the way it's supposed to. Another important reason this morning activity works so well is because it ties together light exposure, mild movement, and mental presence, all three pillars of morning health. Let's break that down in a simple way. First, light exposure sets your clock. Second, light physical movement like walking, stretching, or even gentle yoga boosts blood flow and oxygen, waking up your muscles and brain. Third, spending that time mindfully, without rushing, without screens, gives your mind a few moments of calm before the chaos of the day begins. That combination sets the tone for your mood and focus. You start the day grounded instead of scattered. For people who struggle with fatigue, this habit can be life-changing. Many people think they have low energy because of poor sleep alone, but in truth, their daytime habits play a bigger role. Our bodies are designed to respond to the light-dark cycle of nature. When we spend too much time under artificial lights, in front of screens, and not enough time in real daylight, our circadian rhythm drifts. The result? We feel tired during the day and wired at night, a pattern that throws everything off. Morning light helps anchor that rhythm again. It's like pressing the reset button every morning. You might wonder if this still works for night shift workers or people who wake up later. The answer is yes, it still helps. Whenever your main wake-up time is, expose yourself to bright natural light as soon as you can. It doesn't have to be sunrise. It just needs to be the first light you see after waking. That way, your body knows when your day starts and can still follow a healthy rhythm, even if your schedule is different from the traditional one. Let's talk about how you can start practicing this habit in real life. First, set an intention to step outside within 30 to 60 minutes of waking. It can be as short as 5 minutes to start. If you live somewhere where sunlight is hard to get early in the morning, open your curtains wide, step near a bright window, or consider using a daylight lamp, but natural sunlight is always best. Second, combine this with something you already do, like drinking your coffee or doing a light stretch. Habit stacking, linking new habits with existing ones, makes it easier to stay consistent. Third, be mindful while you're outside. Instead of checking your phone, notice the sounds, smells, and sensations of the morning. The goal isn't just to get light, it's to be present and let your senses wake up. If you're someone who wakes up feeling sluggish or mentally foggy, you'll likely notice a difference within a week or two of practicing this. Your mornings will start to feel more natural, your mood more stable, and your nights calmer. Many people find that they fall asleep faster and wake up less often at night after just a few weeks of consistent morning light. That's because their internal clocks are finally back in sync. There's another subtle but powerful benefit. Getting morning light improves your overall mental health. Numerous studies have shown that morning sunlight helps reduce symptoms of mild depression and anxiety by increasing serotonin levels. It's one reason why spending time outdoors often feels uplifting. When you start your day with light, you're not just energizing your body, you're setting a positive emotional tone for the entire day. Think of it as charging both your body and your mind. For example, let's say you have a busy day ahead, work meetings, family responsibilities, errands. Instead of waking up and rushing straight into stress mode, take those few minutes outside. Breathe deeply, feel the air, notice the light changing, and let your body register. It's morning, It's time to be awake. This tiny ritual gives you a sense of control and calm that will carry through your day. Even if challenges come, your body's chemistry will support resilience instead of exhaustion. People often ask whether sunglasses interfere with this effect. If possible, skip them for the first few minutes of your morning light session, unless you have medical reasons to protect your eyes. The light needs to reach your eyes to signal your brain properly. After those first minutes, you can put your sunglasses on if needed. Consistency is key. The more regularly you expose yourself to morning light, the more stable your energy and sleep patterns become. It's like training your body's internal clock. Each morning you're saying, "This is the start of my day." Over time, your body naturally wakes up at the same hour, feels alert during the day, and feels sleepy at the right time at night, without needing to force it. In addition to improving sleep and energy, this simple activity also boosts productivity. When your body is aligned with its natural rhythm, you think more clearly, your memory improves, and you're better able to concentrate. You'll notice that you're able to get more done with less effort because your brain and body are working in sync. It's a small change that leads to big results. When you begin practicing this morning activity, remember that progress happens gradually, not overnight. The first few days might feel subtle. You might just notice you feel a little more awake or that your mood feels lighter. But as days turn into weeks, you'll start to notice that your body begins to crave that morning light. You'll wake up before your alarm, your energy won't crash in the afternoon, and your mind will feel sharper. That's your internal clock falling back into rhythm. You might even realize you're going to bed earlier without forcing yourself to, simply because your brain knows when it's time to rest. Morning light becomes the anchor that keeps your whole system balanced. Think of it like watering a plant every morning. You wouldn't expect a plant to bloom after one day, but with steady care, it thrives. Your body is the same way. It needs consistency, small daily doses of the right signals, to perform at its best. Every morning you spend outside is an investment in your future energy and sleep quality. It's one of the simplest self-care habits you can build because it doesn't require willpower once it becomes a ritual. You'll start to look forward to that quiet time, those first rays of light, the soft breeze, and the feeling of clarity that comes with it. Some people combine this practice with journaling, breathing exercises, or a gratitude ritual. You can make it your own. For example, you might take a short walk with your dog, water your plants on the balcony, or simply stand near your window and stretch. The important thing is that natural light reaches your eyes. If you want to amplify the benefits, add gentle movement, like a few slow squats or arm stretches. Physical activity works hand in hand with light to boost endorphins, the natural chemicals that lift your mood and reduce stress. If you have children or a partner, invite them to join you. It's a wonderful way to create a family ritual that benefits everyone's health. Kids who get morning light also sleep better at night and focus better during the day. Couples who take short morning walks together often report feeling more connected and positive because it gives them a calm, shared start before the rush of the day. This one small action doesn't just change your mornings, it changes how your entire day unfolds. By exposing yourself to natural light early in the day, you're syncing your body to the world's natural rhythm. You're aligning yourself with the sun's rise and fall, the most ancient and reliable pattern in existence. Your energy, your sleep, your focus, and even your emotions start to follow a healthier, steadier flow. And the best part, it's free, it's simple, and it's something your body was designed to respond to from the very beginning.